In the words of Mr. Fox himself, and so it begins. What is up, my fellow movie lovers, and welcome back to the Luke Ponto channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this thumbnail here today. Let's get another movie review out of the way, because we're going to continue on my Wes Anderson series and the build-up to the French Dispatch physical release next week, Tuesday. And today's topic will be, once again, directed by Wes Anderson himself, and has a great cast of talent. You got George Clooney, Meryl Streep, Owen Wilson, Jason Schwartzman, Bill Murray, amongst others. An urbane fox cannot resist returning to his farm-raiding ways, and then must help his community survive the farmer's retaliation. So this is actually the very first Wes Anderson film I ever sat down and watched as a kid. And for some odd reason, I didn't get it. Because of the humor, I couldn't really get some of the humor into it because, I was just a kid. But upon rewatching this a few years later, I was like, man, this is good. This is honestly one of Wes Anderson's best, for sure. Is there any way I could not say that this is one of Wes Anderson's best? Because it is. Most of that really has to go with this style of animation. It is gorgeous. It is some of the best animation I have ever seen. Just looking at it from perspective, it just looks so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous to look at, and you know how much effort that Wes Anderson and his crew have put into this, and you really have to commend him for it. It's very, very well crafted in regards to its animation, and also the way that it's, because it's also stop motion, makes it all the better to me. Just thinking about it, I've seen stop motion done before, but this is honestly some of the best in stop motion I've ever seen. It's so well done. I really cannot praise this style of animation enough. It is so beautifully done, and just, I can't take my eyes off the animation of this movie, and also the voice casting choices that Anderson has put together. Especially, let's talk a little bit about George Clooney as Mr. Fox. Now, George Clooney has gone on and made some Oscar contenders that were not quite Oscar contenders, say The Midnight Sky. But here, he perfectly does this role. His role in this movie is a fox basically wanting to live a better lifestyle, while his neighbors are basically trying to dig him up and basically murder him and his friends in some of these ways. It's done so well. George Clooney is really good at what he does. Just give him the right role, and he will give you his best work that he's ever put out there. And Fantastic Mr. Fox is one of them. And I'm surprised that he still hasn't done any more work with Wes Anderson. I'm very surprised that he hasn't. I really wish he would. But let's also talk about Meryl Streep for a second, who plays the wife, Mrs. Fox. Now, it is kind of annoying that she gets nominated for Oscars a lot. But let's face it, it's Meryl Streep. What else can you really expect? This is honestly one of her career best performances as Mrs. Fox. She's funny, and I just can't praise her enough for this one. But we'll see how she does in Don't Look Up, which I will be watching later this week. So look forward to that review. And also, Owen Wilson, who plays as the school's coach, basically of Ash's school. Very funny. This dude can't do really anything wrong with Wes Anderson. He just brings his comedy, his typical Owen Wilson style comedy, into a Wes Anderson style movie. And I think it works very well, especially with this film and a style of animation. And also Jason Schwartzman as Ash. You guys know how much I love this guy. he can honestly, like, whenever he plays a certain role, I don't see Jason Schwartzman. I see his character as a real person, or even especially a fox in this type of film's universe. It's done so well. He's funny, he's charming. Like, what else can I really say about Jason Schwartzman that I haven't said already, like, about with his performance in Rushmore? He's just so funny and likable. And also Bill Murray as Badger. This dude does no wrong in any of Wes Anderson's projects. Like, he was even my favorite part of The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. But here's the thing about Bill Murray. He may have a really dry sense of humor when it comes to any film that he's done. But let's face it, this guy is funny. Like, he's funny. He is very charismatic in his characters. And this dude can just make you laugh so easily. Like, it's impossible not to laugh when you think of somebody like Bill Murray. And even when you think of the three villains, Bogus, Bunce, and Bean, the farmers that are basically trying to kill Mr. Fox and all of his friends, that is just, those guys just relish those roles perfectly in my eyes. Like, it's just done so well. And also Willem Dafoe as the rat. Perfect casting. What else can I really say about Willem Dafoe? He just relishes those kind of roles perfectly, even when he plays as like crazy guys like the Green Goblin, or even like a crazy guy in Nightmare Alley. This dude's just awesome. Like, I love Willem Dafoe in this movie. I pretty much love everyone in this movie. Now, if I were to nitpick one thing about this film, I think it's a little bit too short. Coming in at like close to like 90 minutes for this film, I kind of feel like there was something missing with this movie. But you know what? I'm not going to downgrade this film too harshly for that, because I still think this is one of Wes Anderson's best projects in stop motion animation. Not the only stop motion animated film that Wes Anderson has done, so keep your eyes peeled for the last review before I do The French Dispatch. But guys, I love Fantastic Mr. Fox, one of like top 3 Wes Anderson films, and I cannot recommend it enough. And I absolutely am going to give Fantastic Mr. Fox an A+. Definitely, like I said, top 3 Wes Anderson. Like, this dude can do no wrong with stop motion animation. Like, but keep your eyes peeled for when we get to that one. But guys, I love Fantastic Mr. Fox. If you haven't seen it already, check it out on Disney Plus. It is on Disney Plus, so check it out. But obviously, this is all my opinion. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of Fantastic Mr. Fox. Is this your favorite Wes Anderson movie? Is this your favorite animated film of all time? And also, let me know down in the comments below, what is your favorite stop-motion animated film of all time? And also, consider hitting that subscribe button down below and the notification bell. And also, hit the thumbs up, because it's very beneficial for me to get this content out there. And you guys are awesome. Look forward to more awesome content here on the channel very, very soon, including the next installment in this series. Finally, we're going to talk about Moonrise Kingdom. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so excited to finally talk about Moonrise Kingdom. I've been waiting so long to talk about this movie. But guys, y'all are the best. Thank you guys once again for watching and continuing to support the channel so far. If you guys want to see more content from me, make sure you subscribe. I will see y'all next time.